weight loss or fat loss journey and not sure if you should be drinking protein shakes, are they a must in order to see results? And if you wanted to start drinking them, how do you even make them? Don't worry, in today's video, I will answer all of your questions about protein shakes, whether it be for weight loss or muscle gain. I will talk about how to choose the right ingredients to match your goals, as well as a list of very popular ingredients that are commonly used in protein shakes. Whether or not you should be using a protein powder, the pros and the cons, at what time during the day should you be having your protein shake, homemade versus store-bought protein shakes, the pros and the cons. Then make sure you watch all the way to the end because I'm gonna give you my go-to top 3 low-calorie, high-protein, super tasty protein shake recipes. As always, we're gonna dive right in, but if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you get a notification when I release a new video just like this one every single week. My name is Michelle Roots, kinesiologist, personal trainer, nutrition coach, and fitness and fat loss motivation specialist. I have over 17 years experience in the industry helping people increase lean muscle, decrease body fat to become the strongest, leanest, healthiest versions of themselves. And I created this channel because I want to help you as well. So let's start by breaking down who could possibly benefit from having a protein shake and why they could be beneficial. So most importantly, a protein shake is just an easy way to get between 20 to 30 grams of protein into your system, whether it's breakfast, pre-workout, post-workout, you're on the go, a quick grab and go between meetings at work. It's just a very simple, very nutritious way to get lots of nutrients, especially protein, into your body. So if you're on a weight loss journey or a muscle gain journey and you're trying to decide if you should be drinking protein shakes, I just wanna say they are not the magic potion. They are not the be all and end all to see results. However, if you are someone who struggles to hit your daily protein goal from regular food, having a protein shake every day is just gonna help you get an extra 20 to 30 grams of protein into your day. But I just wanna start this video by saying you don't have to drink protein shakes in order to be successful in weight loss or even muscle gain. They are a supplement and should be used as a supplement to your daily eating routine. So you should be already focused on eating whole foods. You should already be focused on getting real protein sources, and then these supplements can just help enhance what you're already eating throughout the day. Okay, so you've decided, yep, I wanna start making protein shakes, or you already make protein shakes and you wanna make sure that you're doing it properly. I'm gonna start with how to choose the right ingredients. So there are 4 main kind of categories that you wanna cover in order to make a good, blended, healthy, high protein smoothie. So you wanna start with a liquid base. That could be water or milk or an unsweetened plant-based milk. I actually use unsweetened almond milk that I make in my Milky plant machine from home, which is amazing. After that, you need your protein source. So whether that be a whey protein, a plant-based protein, or even some Greek yogurt. After that, you wanna add a carbohydrate source, so most likely a complex carb, whether it's oats, fruit, vegetables, in order to increase your energy and curb your hunger. So keep you feeling full for longer. And then depending on your macro spread or what the rest of your day is looking like, you might wanna add a source of healthy fat. So whether it's avocado, flaxseed, or a nut butter in order to, again, make you feel more full for longer. And then some of the most popular ingredients I see used in smoothies, you can just screenshot this right here. Popular fruits are berries, so strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, bananas. I like to keep half frozen bananas in a container in my freezer because when you throw it into the smoothie, it just blends a little bit thicker in the smoothie. Mango is another good choice. Vegetables, I often see spinach, kale, cucumber. Carb sources could be oats or quinoa. I've even seen people add sweet potato to their protein shakes. Healthy fats could be peanut butter, almond butter, chia seeds, coconut oil, avocado. And then some flavor boosters, cinnamon, cocoa powder, vanilla extract is a good one. And then depending on how sweet you like your smoothies, especially maybe if you're making them for your kids, honey, stevia, or even a little bit of maple syrup sometimes is a good idea. And then just nutrient boosters, so that's things like chia seeds, hemp hearts, and Greek yogurt for just added protein. If you already add a whey protein, you could also add some Greek yogurt for more protein, and of course, so many other great benefits from eating Greek yogurt. And the next question, should you be using a protein powder? Totally up to you. What are the pros of using a protein powder? They're convenient and easy to carry around. It's a concentrated, most likely if you choose a good one, high quality protein source. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, protein powder will help you supplement your daily food intake to help you reach your protein goals more efficiently. Some of the cons, again, depending on the protein powder you use, there could be additives, artificial sweeteners, other artificial ingredients. Again, this all comes down to most likely the protein powder that you use. Really want to pay attention to the ingredient list. So just like in the video I posted last week, right here, talking about how to read nutrition labels. I'll link that in the description below if you want to go watch that one next. But if you are choosing a protein powder, you just want to make sure it's a high quality protein. I'll put a link in the description below to the protein powder that I use all the time, blends really well, tastes really great. So when you're deciding whether a protein powder is right for you, just look at the rest of your day. And if you feel like you have zero problems hitting your daily protein goal with the foods that you're eating, totally fine. Again, it comes down to an individual basis based on your schedule, your nutrition intake already, and so many other factors. So in the end, those are the pros and the cons, and then you make the best decision that's gonna work best for you. I just wanna take a minute to thank today's video sponsor, Milky Plant. Milky Plant machines make any rich and creamy plant-based milk at home in less than 3 minutes. Just simply add your ingredients, add water, press the button, and make a Milky Plant work its magic. No more nutmeg squeeze, no more preservatives, sugars, oils, or additives. And much better for the planet with no plastic, no cartons, and no waste. And what's really cool is the leftover pulp can be used in your dishes, and the leftover water can be used to water your plants. It also has a self-cleaning function, so no mess and no straining, and it's gonna save you money over time. Use code Michelle10 for 10% off your own Milky Plant machine. Head to www.milkyplant.com to get yours today. And next up, let's talk a little bit about when is most effective to have your protein shake. What time during the day? There's so many mixed reviews out there on the internet. Should you be having it first thing in the morning? Do you have to have it within 5 minutes after your workout in order for your workout to be effective? Should you be having it right before you go to bed to keep you feeling full all night? I'll be completely straight up, and the advice that I give all of my online and in-person coaching clients, my best advice is fit it into your day when it works best for you. So for example, there's a few different scenarios you could look at here. If you are having your protein shake post-workout, yes, it's gonna help with recovery. Yes, it's gonna replenish your nutrients, but you could also get that from eating a meal after your workout. So what I always tell people is, are you hungry right after your workouts? A lot of people will say yes, some will say no. So if you feel like there's probably gonna be a 1 to 1.5 hour window before you're actually gonna sit down and eat a solid meal and you've just done a heavy strength training session, my best advice would be, even if you just take some protein powder and some water or some unsweetened almond milk, shake it up and drink that, and drink it on your way home from the gym. If you're choosing a high quality protein, most likely it tastes okay drinking it with water. You can drink that right after your workout. So what that's gonna do is get you protein right into your body immediately. It's gonna be absorbed and it's gonna help with recovery, and it's gonna hold you over until you shower. And then maybe 2 hours after your workout, you're sitting down to have your meal. But if you find you're someone who does your workout and then you go home and within an hour, you're eating a full meal where you're getting protein sources from food, totally fine. You don't necessarily need to have your protein shake post-workout. If you find that your recovery after your workouts doesn't seem to be as fast, or you don't feel as good after your workouts, that's where you might want to try adding a protein shake right after your workout. Another time you can have your protein shake is first thing in the morning. So if you are not necessarily a morning person and you are the type of person who just kind of gets up in the morning, grabs your stuff and drives to work, that might be a good time to make your protein shake in the morning and drink it on the way to work or on the way to the gym or wherever you're going, in order to get protein in your body, jumpstart your metabolism, and a whole bunch of other nutrients depending on what you add to your protein shake. That might be a good time for you. Again, this is dependent on each individual. And then the last option is either as a meal replacement or in between meals to curb hunger. So this is actually where I use my protein shake. So usually every afternoon around 3 or 4 o'clock, I will make a protein shake to kind of hold me over. It's gonna keep me full till 8 o'clock, till I get home and I can sit down and have a meal. That's on a regular basis. Most commonly when I would use my protein shake is in between meals, especially in the summer. It's a tasty treat. Sometimes I put espresso shots in my protein shake to kind of get the coffee boost as well. I don't recommend doing like a smoothie diet where you're eating protein shakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's a whole different ball game, and I'm sure if you watch any other videos on my channel, you know that that's not realistic, not sustainable. I don't recommend that, but once in a while, I'd rather you have a protein shake as a meal replacement, and then you're just gonna be more mindful of how many calories you're putting into it and making sure it actually is the equivalent of a meal in calories to hold you over. Let's talk about homemade shakes versus store-bought shakes. The pros and cons of each. So a homemade shake, what are the pros? You have full control over the ingredients. It's easily customizable. Hidden ingredients, you know exactly what you're putting into your shake. The cons of a homemade shake, you have to make it. So if you're at work and you don't have a blender, or you're in your car and you don't have a blender, it's just a little bit more inconvenient, I guess, because you have to take that 5 minutes out of your day to make the protein shake. What are the pros of a store-bought protein shake? They're easy, ready to go. You can store them in your purse, in the trunk of your car, in your kitchen, at your office, wherever you think you might have a snack attack, you can have them there and ready to go. So they are very, very convenient. What are the cons? They can get quite pricey if you're always relying or drinking at least 1 or 2 of these a day. They definitely start to add up. And 2, you can't control the ingredients. So sometimes there's additives, preservatives, artificial sweeteners, and all these things that you might not want to be putting in your body. So again, if you're picking a good quality store-bought protein shake, they're not necessarily a bad thing to have once in a while to help hold you over until you can get a meal, or to help you hit your protein goal. But my best recommendation, and what I try to do most often, is to make my protein shakes at home. There you go, guys. That's the gist on how to make a protein shake. Now, there's a few things I want to add in before I give you my favorite recipes. One thing I often see and hear from clients, even when they're first working with me, and I'm like, okay, I have a protein shake every day. I put in chia seeds, hemp hearts, flax seeds, a whole banana, peanut butter, protein powder, Greek yogurt, milk, this, spinach, berries, and they list off like 90 ingredients and then they blend it up. One thing I want to point out is make sure you are aware, especially if you're tracking or if you're trying to eat in a calorie deficit or eat at maintenance, your goal is body recomposition, make sure that you are aware of what you're putting in your protein shake, just the same as when you're making a meal. It's very easy to kind of throw a bunch of things in a blender, but maybe it could be what's preventing you from actually reaching your weight loss or fat loss goals, because that one protein shake, if you're throwing way too much stuff in there, could be putting you over your daily calorie intake. So although they're all healthy ingredients, you still want to be mindful of what you're putting in. So a great rule to follow is if you're using it as a meal replacement, 300 to 500 calories. If you're using it as a snack in between meals, 200 to 300 calories. But again, this all depends on what the rest of your day looks like. Okay, now for my top 3 protein shake go-to recipes that I use quite often. First smoothie I like to make a lot, I call Berry Blast. So I'll put it up on the screen here if you want to screenshot it. You're gonna put in 1 scoop of whey protein. I have chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry. All 3 taste delicious in this smoothie. Mixed berries, so you could do strawberries, blueberries, and or raspberries. Choose your favorites. Half a banana. Again, I like to keep frozen bananas in the freezer. It just makes the smoothie a little bit thicker. So I pull out half a banana out of the freezer. And then of course, like I said, I always like to throw spinach or kale, just because why not? You can't taste it. So 2 big handfuls of spinach, a cup of water or unsweetened almond milk. Sometimes I will put a little bit of each. And then ice cubes if you like, depending on how thick you want your smoothie. Another thing you could do is add in honey or stevia, depending on how sweet you want the smoothie. And what I've also done with this one is done just blueberries and banana, and add a little bit of cinnamon for a little bit of a kick. That's also really tasty. Okay, the next one I call Peanut Butter Cocoa Delight. So again, I'll put it up on the screen here. You can screenshot this. I add in 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon of natural peanut butter. You could also use almond butter depending on your preference. 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, a scoop of chocolate flavored protein powder, a whey or plant-based depending on your preference. Ice cubes again if you want it to be a little bit thicker, and then stevia or sweetener if you want it a little bit sweeter. What I have added to this one specifically though is, like I said earlier, an espresso shot. So depending if you need a little pick-me-up, I'll make an espresso shot and pour it in there with a bunch of ice and all these ingredients, and it makes like a chocolate, coffee, peanut buttery smoothie, which is delicious. So if you're a coffee lover like me, that's also a go-to. Do you like the protein shakes mommy makes for you? Can we see your muscles? Oh, buddy, let's go. And then the last one I like to call Green Powerhouse. So again, I'll put the recipe up here. 1 cup of spinach or kale or both. You can use fresh or frozen. Half a banana, half a cup of plain Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder, half a cup of water or almond milk, ice cubes if you want, and then honey or sweetener is optional. So those are my top 3 go-to protein shake recipes. As always, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you have a better understanding now of if you should be drinking a protein shake in order to reach your goals, If you were to make a protein shake, now you know how to make it, what to add in, and why. As usual, any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like so I know you guys are still enjoying the content. Even more fun, leave your favorite protein shake recipes in the comments. We can get a nice little recipe list going right below this video to help each other out. And if you find you're drinking one protein shake a day, but you're still struggling to reach your daily protein goal, I'll put a link in the description below as to where you can download my free high protein foods list. And I'll also link some other videos that might help you get some ideas of other high protein foods you could be eating on a daily basis to help you on your weight loss or fat loss journey. And if you're looking for more coaching and accountability, you can find out more about working with me one-on-one in my online fitness and nutrition coaching program. I'll put a link to that in the description below as well. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.